Dan again. In this video, I want to show you the two different types of smoke eaters and how to select the one that's right for you and your situation. So we've got our box style units, and that is literally what they are. Okay, box style, you've got your intake and exhaust on opposite sides. So, not rocket science. These are the type that hang from the ceiling. And then you've got your flush mount. And these are the type where you've got a suspended ceiling and the entire unit sits above that. So if this is your roof line or beams, and here's your drop ceiling, the flush mount has an exhaust and an intake on the same level, and for the most part it sits recessed up into the ceiling. Now, if you've got a drop ceiling, ideally this is the way to go so that you don't see the entire machine hanging down below the ceiling. But you need to know that the clearance between the drop ceiling itself and the beams or the roof up above needs to be at least 13 inches to 18 inches, depending upon which flush mount smoke eater you go with. Our SRS 1200 flush mount requires 13, and our SRS 2000 flush mount requires 18. Okay, and the difference is that one is bigger than the other. Okay, just requires more clearance. So double check how much room you've got above your drop ceiling. Also make sure that in the general locations where you're going to hang them, that you've got no ductwork or electrical wiring or conduit up there that's going to get in the way of installing these. Now, the box style units are perfect when you've got either sheetrock ceilings or exposed beams, and you've got no ability to recess them. So the box ones are almost in some cases the only choice for you. Now they do hang, if you look down on it from the top, 16 inches on center. You've got 4 eye bolts, and you basically hang it by industrial cable that we supply, or you can get, strong chain from any supply house, and you can hang by chains if you'd like, if you prefer that look. But we do supply the cable. So depending upon the size or the height of your ceiling, that'll also determine which SRS box style unit you've got. Our 800 model, we've got a 1000 model, a 1500, and a 2000 model. 10 to 15 foot ceiling heights. Here we've got 9 to 10 foot ceiling heights. We've got generally, I'll say 8.5 to 10. And then here we can go again 7.5 to 10. And the reason for this is because of the profile of the machine. The SRS 2000 has a profile of about 24 inches. It's 24 inches tall from here to here. So if you try to put this big machine in too low of a ceiling height, you put this big machine in an 8-foot high ceiling and it drops down 24 inches, your 6-foot tall guys are going to walk right into it. So that's not going to work for you. So take a look at the specifications in the catalog. Each one of the smoke eaters that we've got has the recommended ceiling heights. You also don't want too small of a machine way up high. And truthfully, you also don't want any of these machines to be mounted at 20 feet in the air. And the reason for that is smoke starts to cool off as it rises, and there is a sweet spot in and around the 10 to 13 foot range where smoke starts to level off, stop rising, and then eventually settles back down. So take a look at the specs. I hope this helps explain some of the differences and how you can select which type of machine makes sense for you. Obviously, if you've got any questions, give me a call. I'd love to talk to you personally about your exact situation, let you know, number one, which machine you need, and how many of them you need. So we'll talk soon. Hope this made sense, and see you in the next video. See ya.